Anyone who's even seen this seed gets cursed with bad luck. But me, I straight up swallowed it and let it grow inside me for 18 years. Because my father told me on his deathbed, once the seed sprouts inside me, I'd undergo a total transformation. But until it sprouts, I can't speak a single word. The moment I open my mouth, the seed's energy leaks out, which triggers the wrath of heaven, and it'll send down divine lightning to wipe me from existence. So for 18 years, I haven't said a word. Tomorrow is the last day of those 18 years, but today, something I didn't see coming happened. Jiang Luoyi was holding a blade to her own throat. I'd rather die than marry Fang Chen. Luoyi, if you break the engagement, people will call us ungrateful. Jiang Luoyi's face shifted. She stomped her foot. I don't care, I'm not marrying Fang Chen. Dad, you figure it out. Jiang Zhengyan rubbed his temples, eyes drifting toward me in the corner. Good-looking kid, tall, calm eyes with a quiet sharpness to them, had this effortless, composed vibe. A fine-looking young man on the outside, but a mute. A mute who'd been tested multiple times and had 0 spiritual roots. His daughter, on the other hand, was a prodigy with 6th grade spiritual roots. An elder from the Changshuan sect had his eye on her, ready to take her as a true disciple. Limitless future. These two were on completely different levels. One in the sky, one in the dirt, not even the same world. Husband, why don't we just have Ruxu marry in Luoyi's place? The second those words dropped, every pair of eyes in the Jiang clan snapped toward the back of the crowd, toward Jiang Ruxu, a graceful girl in a green dress. As the older sister, she was way prettier than Jiang Luoyi, but she was born to a concubine, so her status in the family was nowhere near Luoyi's. Chen Yingfeng wanted Jiang Ruxu to take her daughter's place and marry a mute, and a lot of people in the clan couldn't stomach it. Father, I just want to stay by your side and take care of you. Please don't marry me off. Jiang Ruxu bit her lip, pleading helplessly. But Jiang Zhengyan wouldn't even look at her. He said solemnly, Ruxu, our Jiang family's been in decline for 100 years. We finally produced a genius like your sister. The family's whole future rides on her. I'm begging you. Marry Fang Chen in her place. When she still hesitated, Jiang Zhengyan gritted his teeth and started to kneel. Do I need to get on my knees? Jiang Ruxu panicked and rushed to hold him up. Don't, I'll do it. I'll marry him, okay? The instant she agreed, her eyes were filled with nothing but hurt. Jiang Zhengyan straightened up. The weight he'd been carrying for years finally lifted. A relieved smile crossed his face as he turned to me. Fang Chen, what do you say? I sat quietly in the corner, sipping my tea nice and slow. Looked up when he asked. Glanced at Jiang Ruxu, head hanging low. Sighed to myself, poor girl. Her own family played her. The Jiang clan never planned to marry off their golden child, Luoyi. To me, they'd planned all along to sacrifice Ruxu instead. From Luoyi's suicide threat to Chen Yingfeng suggesting the swap, to Zheng Yan playing the guilt card. It was all rehearsed. Ruxu was too kind and naive. She fell for it and agreed right away. A girl like that, how could I let her get hurt? I pulled out a pen and paper and wrote, Uncle, don't make things hard for Ruxu. The Jiang family took care of me for 10 years. That's enough to repay my father's life-saving favor. Let's just call off the engagement. Even without Ruxu in the picture, I was planning to end it anyway. Ever since my dad saved old man Jiang 10 years ago, I'd been living under their roof. But after my father passed 3 years ago, the warmth dried up fast. The whole Jiang family slowly pushed me away. I could tell their patience was gone. If it weren't for the fear of looking bad, by breaking the engagement, they would have kicked me out long ago. It was time for me to go. After reading my note, Jiang Zhengyan was thrilled on the inside. He'd wanted me gone for years, but that debt to my father stuck in his throat. Couldn't shake it. Now that I offered to leave, best news he'd heard in years. But surprise, Chen Yingfeng jumped in with this heartfelt act. Oh, we can't do that! The old master arranged this engagement himself. How could we go against his wishes? If he comes back from his travels and finds out we broke the deal, your uncle and I will be in deep trouble. If you really appreciate what we've done for you these 10 years, just marry Ruxu, we'll all be family. Some of the sharper clan members saw right through Chen Yingfeng's real play. She wanted to dump Ruxu on me to ruin her life and eliminate any future threat to her own daughter. Ruxu had presence, drop-dead gorgeous famous beauty in the region. Plenty of young men from powerful families had their eyes on her. If she married into a big clan or became some powerful guy's wife, she'd be a real threat to Luoyi. But marry her off to a nobody with 0 spiritual roots? Problem solved. Cold-blooded. I saw through every bit of it. I looked at Ruxu, quietly crying. Sighed to myself, thinking it over. Even if I help her out today once I'm gone, she still won't escape Chen Yingfeng's claws. And when that happens, her fate might be even worse than marrying a mute. All these years, Ruxu was the only one who treated me with any kindness. The year my father died, I was so wrecked with grief I got seriously sick. Bedridden for 7 days and nights. The whole Jiang family ignored me. Ruxu stayed at my bedside for 7 days straight without sleep. She's the reason I pulled through. I couldn't just leave this sweet, kind-hearted girl behind to fend for herself in that hellhole. After going back and forth, I reluctantly wrote one word for Chen Yingfeng. Fine. Chen Yingfeng grinned. Ruxu, take Fang Chen to get fitted for clothes. You two are getting married in a month. She couldn't wait to lock it down before anything went sideways. Jiang Ruxu wiped her tears, walked up to me with her eyes still red and puffy. Come with me, I've got something to say to you anyway. I followed her to her room. Room is generous, though. Barely a step up from the servants' quarters. Super bare bones. She opened a drawer in her vanity, reached into the corner, and pulled out a well-hidden little pouch. Inside, bits of silver big and small, Little mute, you shouldn't have agreed. They don't actually want you to marry me. They just don't want to look ungrateful. Once my sister gets into the Changshuan sect, they'll treat you like dirt and find every excuse to kick you out. I smiled slightly, not so clueless after all. She pressed the money pouch into my hand. Take this money, she said softly. Leave the Zhang estate. Leave Meteor City. I don't want you living the kind of life I live. I wrote on a slip of paper. What about you? A bitter smile tugged at her lips. This is my home, no matter how bad they treat me. I can't leave. Then she heard the maids chatting and laughing, heading to the storeroom for silk. She tensed up. Go now. Don't hesitate. When you're out there, don't trust strangers. Don't eat their food. Don't drink their water. And don't talk to random people. If they find out you're a mute, they'll bully you. You hear me, little mute? As she kept talking, her voice started cracking. Tears were welling up, shimmering in her eyes. I stepped forward and gently patted her head. You should be calling me husband now. Ruxu's head snapped up, eyes wide as saucers. You just talked? You're not mute? I smirked. Did I ever say I was mute? Her brain short-circuited. You were faking it this whole time? Why? I stood with my hands behind my back, gazing out the window at the sky. Right then, clear skies, but two massive claps of thunder ripped through the air, scared everyone in the whole estate. People rushed outside to look. Ruxu flinched from the sudden thunder too. She murmured, thunder out of nowhere, just like 3 years ago. My expression went serious. I didn't say a word. What she didn't know was that when I spoke just now, the seed's energy leaked out, and that's what triggered heaven's anger. Ruxu noticed the sadness in my eyes and said gently, okay, I won't ask. Just pack your things and go. If Chen Yingfeng finds out you've been faking it, she'll get paranoid. I turned around and gently took her hand. I'm not leaving, I'm staying to marry you, and I'll protect you from now on. Ruxu's face flushed bright red in an instant, heart pounding out of nowhere. She yanked her hand back, flustered. Don't talk big, you don't even have spiritual roots as good as mine. I just smiled. Today's the last day of those 18 years. My transformation is about to hit. I looked at her calmly. Trust me. Ruxu met my steady, unwavering gaze. A wave of warmth rushed through her chest. Since her mother died, nobody had ever said they'd protect her. After a long pause, she pushed the money pouch back into my hand. Cheeks slightly pink, she said, keep it. Consider it your bride price. When I heard that, something I couldn't quite name stirred inside me. Never thought the day would come when a girl would hand me her life savings and tell me to use it as the bride price to marry her. What are you standing there for? Ruxu reached up with her small hands and straightened my collar. Uncle Fang lived a simple life, she said softly. He didn't leave you any money. I hope this helps. That did it. I couldn't hold back anymore. I wrapped my arm around her waist and pulled her into my arms. Ruxu's face went red as a ripe persimmon in autumn. Brain went blank, body went stiff, couldn't move a muscle. Just let me hold her like that. After a long moment, she snapped out of it, wriggled free in a panic, and blurted, I'm gonna go get the clothes measured. Watching her practically sprint away, I set the money pouch back on the table and smiled. Jiang Ruxu, I'm gonna marry you in style. Meanwhile, in Chen Yingfeng's bedroom, Auntie, how could you marry cousin Ruxu off to that loser Fang Chen? Lu Zheng, also raised in the Jiang estate for 10 years, was on his knees in front of Chen Yingfeng, face full of panic. Please take it back! Let me marry her instead! Lu Zheng was Chen Yingfeng's nephew. Smart kid, and a genius with third-grade spiritual roots. So Chen Yingfeng brought him into the Jiang estate young and groomed him. He delivered too, only 20 and already at the 5th level of qi refining. Made Chen Yingfeng look real good in front of her side of the family. One headache, though. Lu Zheng was obsessed with Jiang Ruxu and had always considered her his woman. Boy, I can let you have your way on most things, but not this one. But looking at his desperate face, she softened. With a knowing look, she said, I'm just saying you can't interfere with the wedding. Didn't say you can't make a move after they're married. If Fang Chen were to die unexpectedly, you could marry Ruxu then, right? Lu Zheng's eyes lit up like a light bulb. I get it now. Thanks, Auntie. I'll go help set up the wedding right now. Let's get them married ASAP. Chen Yingfeng smiled. Go on. Don't forget to wake up early tomorrow. I'll take you to the testing tower to retest your spiritual root grade. Lu Zheng bowed, grinning ear to ear, and left. The second he stepped out of her room, that grin melted away, replaced by something cold and sinister. Scheming old hag, he smirked. After the retest tomorrow, if my roots come back even higher, I'm taking Ruxu back, in front of the entire Jiang clan. Next morning, a shabby room in the west wing of the Jiang estate. I was pacing back and forth, glancing out the window at the sky. My eyes were bloodshot. I was nervous as hell. I'd waited 18 years for this day. Thought I had the discipline, the composure to stay unbothered, to calmly welcome the seeds sprouting. But now that the day was actually here, I hadn't slept all night, couldn't stop the anxiety. Then, right at that moment, a blinding ray of light pierced through the clouds and shot into the room. At the exact same instant, I heard it! Crack! Crack! Like some kind of hard shell splitting open. The seed had sprouted.